Hey guys, and welcome to the Working Money channel. Rumor has it that Ledger may be working on the Ledger 589. Can't wait to see it in action. Check this clever ad out.
The Ledger 589 is here. After such a long road, the ability to secure XRP is limited. It doesn't make sense to believe Ledger can still surprise you with innovation. You have to stop thinking that. Unicorns like Ledger go out of style. Some even think that hardware wallets are an outdated concept. It is therefore difficult to believe that, in terms of design and performance, this Ledger 589 is a revolution in securing XRP.
Here it is.
However, this Ledger 589 is a revolution in securing XRP in terms of design and performance. It is therefore difficult to believe that hardware wallets are an outdated concept. Some even think that unicorns like Ledger go out of style. You have to stop thinking that. Ledger can still surprise you with innovation. It doesn't make sense to believe the ability to secure XRP is limited. After such a long road, the Ledger 589 is here.
The Ledger 589 is here, guys. Well, I don't know about that. I mean, it seems as though somebody in the XRP community did create this ad, but clever little ad how, when you read it one way, it sounds very negative, but when you reverse the text in the other direction, a completely different message, a complete 180. So I saw this and I don't know who created this. Got to give credit to Focus XRP here for posting this because, well, I'd buy a Ledger 589 if they came out with one. Having some fun on this Friday morning. Bubba Cugs also posted this to Joel Katz, a quick question. So for those of you guys who do have a Ledger device, and I always say keep your cryptocurrency in cold storage because you just never know what is going to happen with the exchanges. We've been hearing even more talk now that Binance is looking a little shaky. I'm going to be getting to that in a second. Well, Joel Katz, gave us some great insight on cold storage solutions, and Bubba Cugs here asking about the Ledger in particular. Does this apply to Ledger devices which have multiple wallets created as well? Or are we talking one device, one address with no mask? What he's referring to is this, guys. Back in July, Joel Katz, or David Schwartz, he was replying to a tweet thread. Cold wallets that hold only XRP and have never performed a transaction are already quantum resistant. So talking about this idea of quantum resistance, can your XRP be hacked? Also, if you disable the master key and set a new regular key, your account is quantum resistant until you perform another transaction, and then you can just change it again. So there is a way to actually create a quantum-resistant wallet. If you're worried about hackers accessing your cryptocurrency, a cold wallet storage solution is pretty much the only way to go anyway. But, if you wanted to take it that one step further, your XRP can be even safer if you decide not to, in fact, perform any transactions on this cold wallet storage solution. So David Schwartz did respond here to Bubba Cugs. He said, "I'm not completely sure. I think such an attack, though possible, is even more difficult to accomplish, and so we have even longer before we have to worry about it." That is his thought with regards to multiple wallets. The key takeaway, though, here, if you do want your cryptocurrency ultra safe, it's already pretty safe on a cold wallet storage solution like a Ledger or something similar. But the key is not to perform any transactions, and if you do, you can change out the master key to a set of new regular keys. So some interesting insight here from David Schwartz. Wanted to thank Bubba Cugs. And I also just wanted to mention, if you are looking to purchase a Ledger Nano, I do have an affiliate link in the description of the video. You can use it if you want. You don't have to use it. I'm waiting for my Ledger 589 before I purchase another one. Gonna keep moving along, though. Michael Branch here bringing this to our attention. 322 million XRP tokens have been transferred recently in the past 24 hours. So we are continuously seeing whales accumulating, guys. XRP has witnessed a compressed price action, which is limited to certain prices and levels ever since the SEC dragged Ripple into court. We are seeing whales. They seem to be preparing for a giant move as they recorded the largest whale activity with a movement of 35 million XRP, worth about $15 million. Furthermore, the whales transferred an additional 36 million XRP, worth nearly $15 million in the next few hours. Interestingly, both these transactions were carried out from an unknown wallet to Bitstamp. So a lot of XRP on the move. Again, this was within the last 24 hours. And this happened just yesterday. It seems as though I keep reporting on similar news with whales moving large quantities of XRP. But this is continuously happening. So last week, the week before, and the week before that, we are seeing similar patterns with whales moving XRP. The whale alert here from Twitter, just denoting that 160 million XRP was transferred from an unknown wallet to another unknown wallet. The massive transfers do raise serious questions whether the whales are aware of some pivotal information that still remains clueless to the other market participants. Collectively, the whale activity now appears suspicious as they are intensifying ahead of the January 30th hearing of the SEC lawsuit between Library and the SEC. Moreover, now that the SEC has failed to prove XRP as a security, whales may believe that the judgment could intensify the price rally to new highs. So we are also on the precipice of a Ripple SEC verdict, and that is hopefully coming sooner rather than later. So I wanted to thank Michael for posting that. In terms of big crypto exchanges that, may appear solvent, and, over the time of the FTX collapse, Binance was put under the microscope. They were being scrutinized by the crypto sector, and, CZ came out and essentially dispelled the rumors, dispelled the myths. Well, now we're getting news of this. This from BondCrypt here on Twitter. Binance stablecoin, the BUSD coin, sees a sharp market cap drop amid solvency and mismanagement worries. Persistent worries about Binance's solvency, increased regulation of the crypto sector, and questionable use cases are chipping away at BUSD's market capitalization. Now, BUSD, for those of you guys who do not know, is Binance's very own stablecoin. BUSD, number 7 here in terms of market cap, below USDC and Tether, two other stablecoins that basically make up the market dominance in terms of a USD, a greenbacked based stablecoin. So what Binance ended up doing last year was that they basically removed pairings for Tether and USDC, wanted to create more volume, more liquidity for their BUSD coin. But here's what's coming down the pipe now. Persistent worries about Binance's solvency, increased regulation of the crypto sector, and questionable use cases are chipping away at BUSD. Stablecoins in the cryptocurrency market help provide US dollar pegged tokens within the volatility of the industry, as we know. So just giving us a little bit of a synopsis on how they work. They're crucial, obviously, to plan exit strategies. BUSD market cap takes a major hit, though. While the BUSD market cap witnessed a large bump on September the 30th, those gains came from Binance's decision to forcefully swap the exchange's USD holders to its own stablecoin. Those gains have since evaporated. At the time, the automatic conversion took $3 billion off of USDC's market cap. So we got to remember the other stablecoins obviously did lose market capitalization once Binance decided to make this decision and exclusively use their BUSD coin on their platform. According to the blockchain analytics provider Nansen, the circulating supply of BUSD decreased to $15.4 billion on January the 25th. The drop represents a decrease of $1 billion from the previous week and $2 billion compared to December of 2022. So we are currently seeing that decline. You guys can see it here in this chart. See if that expands. It doesn't look like that's expanding. The most recent decline sped up BUSD's market cap decrease from $22 billion when worried investors rushed to withdraw money from Binance after it misrepresented the amount of digital assets in its collateral reserves by combining corporate holdings on their report. So there have been a lot of issues already, and Binance did see a bit of a run at this time. BUSD inflows are now struggling. When the price of Bitcoin is on the rise, like it has been recently, stablecoins typically see a decrease in inflows as investors sell for other assets. So, this is also part and parcel to what we are used to seeing. So we got to keep all things into consideration. This is now going to be the first market reversal where we do see, the beginning of a bull market where now BUSD is the major and only stablecoin pegged to the US dollar, at least, that will be trading on Binance. So still just kind of analyzing the situation right now. As we know, it does not bode well for the cryptocurrency. It is also utilized on crypto.com. And again, guys, I'm just kind of briefly going through this article. I will link it in the description if you guys are interested in watching, or rather in reading the full thing. Down here, though, it says the lack of use cases following the major decrease in demand for BUSD does not bode well for its market cap if the trend sustains over a long period of time. Combining these two negatives with the recent move by Swift to ban US dollar transfers lower than $100,000 on Binance suggests that the stablecoin could continue to face major headwinds. So there was also that with regards to Swift and onboarding customer transactions above $100,000 only. So we're going to continue to keep tabs on this. Wanted to thank BondCrypt for posting that. This one from Crypto Eddie as well with regards to XLM or XRP. Which one? And it's because Novati is actually tapping into both companies. Novati, who tapped into XRP's on-demand liquidity since 2021, sees Ripple as a remittance partner, and Stellar as a technology partner with their Australian fiat-backed stablecoin they issued on the blockchain in November of just last year, November of 2022. So she brings up a chart here running on Ripple, remittance partners, payment partners, WeChat, Alipay, Visa for card issuing, and technology partners, Stellar. So which one is it? A lot of people scratching their head over this one, when both companies can basically do the same thing. I think each company is going to serve Novati for different purposes. Do you need XLM for the stablecoin on the Stellar blockchain, asks Frank here. And then Bardulu down here pointing out the obvious. Get ready for a world currency from The Economist magazine 1988. Teza Kaniz has got the right idea. That's why, as an Aussie, I bought shares in Novati. Bring it on. And Ernest Chia down here suggesting this. The last I read was Stellar was more to direct and end users, where Ripple are more for institutions like banks, etc. Anyway, this pie is very huge, and the more, the merrier. I could not agree more. I mean, the pie is large. There's obviously a reason why Novati is partnering with both Ripple and Stellar. Considering both cryptocurrencies are very, very similar, I don't think Ripple and Stellar, I mean, at the beginning, I'm going to admit this, at the beginning, I thought Jed McCaleb left Ripple to create Stellar, and now these guys were going to be in competition with one another. Yeah, it was quite tribalistic in the XRP community back in, we'll say 2018. Back in those days when we couldn't actually see the clearer vision. Well, now the cryptocurrency market has matured, and we see how there is, although both cryptocurrencies are fairly similar, there are going to be different purposes for each cryptocurrency. And I think this is a prime example of one of those. So wanted to thank Crypto Eddie for posting that. Also just kind of wanted to bring this to your attention too with regards to XLM partner MoneyGram, another company, coincidentally, who had partnered with Ripple, did dissolve that partnership once the lawsuit came about. Now they're partnered with XLM. Well, MoneyGram has now joined forces with BOTIM to launch international money transfers to over 200 countries. So check this out, guys. Today they announced a strategic partnership with AstraTech, a technological investment and development group based in the UAE, and the owners of BOTIM, or BOTIM, the largest and most popular voice and internet protocol solution in the Middle East and North Africa, with over 900 million registered users. Through this innovation partnership, BOTIM is the region's first communication platform to enable its users to seamlessly send money around the world in near real time. So, working with a voice over internet protocol company, a VoIP company, to send money in real time as we increasingly look to capture growth by opening our global network to new use cases. We are thrilled to offer our leading international money transfer capabilities on the most trusted customer messaging platform across the Middle East. This coming from Alex Holmes, the CEO over there at MoneyGram. We continue to be excited about the demand for our services. Not only do millions of customers around the world rely on MoneyGram for their daily financial needs, but more and more of the world's top organizations are now seeking to embed our fintech capabilities into their service offerings. So a bombshell here, a new innovative way to send money. This time it is MoneyGram leveraging the XLM blockchain and, partnering up with this new company, BOTIM, a VoIP company, and it's looking like they're concocting something to, be able to send money transfers, maybe with a voice recognition platform. Well, I guess we'll have to wait and see. Wanted to thank the Cryptic Poet for posting that. Another one here, guys, from the Cryptic Poet as well, with regards to VeChain. Now, just to bring it up, VeChain has actually gone up another roughly 10% in the last couple of days now. VeChain is on a bit of a tear. Up 56% now, 56.6% since that bottom that we saw back in December. So VeChain right now trading just under 2.5 cents, and it's actually gone up a little more. So now it's up 58.25%, 58.25% since the end of December. So a great month for VeChain, and I'm not surprised because they are developing as well. UCO Network is revolutionizing the used cooking oil and biofuel industry with VeChain. If you didn't think it could get any crazier, it apparently can. It continues to suffer, that particular industry continues to suffer from a lack of transparency and efficiencies. However, the UCO network is making efforts to address these issues, and its first step is to create a global platform to collect, process, and trade off used cooking oil. So this apparently is a big industry. I don't know, this is a bit off topic, but I don't know if you guys remember that documentary where a guy created a car that ran on used cooking oil, and he went around to a bunch of restaurants and just basically said, "Can I just have your cooking oil?" And they're like, "Yeah, sure. We have to get rid of it anyway. It costs us to get rid of it." So he would just take free cooking oil to run his vehicle. Anyway, I don't even remember what it was called. A side benefit of using blockchain technology is that buyers and sellers would not need intermediaries to complete their transactions successfully. Also, blockchain technology ensures the recording of transactions that can be audited and tracked when necessary. So, used cooking oil, of course, it does need to be disposed. There is an entire industry behind this. VeChain, a blockchain solution for, they're focused on sustainability. They're also focused on supply chain management. So, moving products from point A to point B, and whether that is merchandise, retail products, or cooking oil for that matter, these guys have a solution to track this. So Eisenreich here just posting this on Twitter. This partnership will allow UCO Network to leverage VeChain's technology and expertise to further enhance the security and transparency of its platform. Interesting news here coming from the cooking oil sector and biofuel industry. The great thing about VeChain is that, its process, what it provides, is so widely needed globally that basically any company that exists could use VeChain. And this is why I'm so interested in this particular project. The partnerships are essentially endless. The more companies that are founded that deal in product will always need some kind of a supply chain mechanism. I mean, obviously, as you get larger, you need to keep track of these things more closely. And so VeChain does provide that solution. Wanted to thank Cryptic Poet here for posting that. And I wanted to just bring this up too from GameHack here on Twitter, commenting on the video I did yesterday. In this video, which I will link up here in the top right-hand corner if you guys didn't catch it, had to do with this coin's security mechanism that was outlined in a 1981 paper that was posted by Mr. Poole. And we were speculating on what that meant. So if you guys didn't catch that video and you're interested, I would suggest you watch that. Sounded as though they were talking about some kind of blockchain technology, and considering David Schwartz was on a contract with the CIA in the late 80s, early 90s, things that make you go, Well, GameHack here brought up another good point. In this video, I did talk about UDPN and how that system had been in development for 2 years. An interesting coincidence, though, the SEC versus Ripple case has also been going on for 2 years. Was this pre-planned, or is this just a coincidence? A very, very convenient coincidence, considering some of us are looking into this and realizing that, the SEC could be a player in, helping to set Ripple back before other major players could get their ducks in a row and create a new system to compete against the new fintech that was coming down the pipe, in their opinion, probably way too quickly. So, an interesting connection here. Wanted to thank GameHack just for, bringing up that little tidbit of information. And again, guys, I do suggest you watch this video if you are interested in this kind of stuff. I'm going to keep moving, though, because if you remember back on December 24th, Christmas Eve of last year, Bearableguy did post a new riddle. So if you guys are interested in the Bearableguy stuff and you want to get some more insight on what we're finding out here, this was the riddle, the original riddle back from December 24th of this, of last year. Some were suggesting that this character here was Jeremy Hogan. What I had suggested in a video I did back then, and I'll link that one up here if you guys want to catch the full Bearableguy riddle, was that this guy's actually Sergey Nazarov of Chainlink. There was some news coming out with regards to Chainlink, and so, considering we know there's not going to be one blockchain system that rules them all, we were speculating that perhaps Sergey Nazarov of Chainlink could actually have been, or rather his likeness could actually have been conveyed in the latest Bearableguy riddle. Well, Sandy Ver here posted this. There's a white orb on the table behind the right arm of this new guy. Is it a crystal ball used as an oracle? Check this out here, and he colored it in green here so we could see it a little better. Over here, though, you can see the white in here. What the heck is that? If you look, it's very small in detail, and, Bearableguy has always been a master of detail and a master of clues. I don't even think that the XRP community has caught every single clue in every single riddle yet. He outlines it here in green, so you guys can see where he is going with this. A crystal ball, perhaps, something that we missed in the original riddle. I did talk about how this could be Sergey Nazarov, and Sandy Ver is thinking the same. Every possible market means all the money. The new guy is Sergey, not Jeremy Hogan. I know the XRP community had a bit of a debate with that one, but take a look at this, guys. Chainlink Oracle. Chainlink, just did a quick Google search for this. Basically, Chainlink is a decentralized blockchain Oracle network built on Ethereum. The network is intended to be used to facilitate the transfer of tamper-proof data from off-chain sources to on-chain smart contracts. Founder Sergey Nazarov. And if you guys do watch that video that I did back in December, you will see more connections there. So, have we discovered another connection? On the heels of this too, I just wanted to bring this up too because I happened to see this on Twitter just by coincidence from Yogi Bear XRP. So why has no one noticed that the XRP flag has a spire/spearhead? I don't think we ever talked about this when this original Bearable Guy castle riddle came about, or at least I can't remember us talking about it. The spear on the flag means military/martial law, just like gold fringe on the US flag means military. The flag is the most important thing in a country. So, bringing it back to XRP as that currency, the bridge currency that is going to change the face of finance, going to be the most important cryptocurrency to move all the money. The Oracle Crystal Ball, a hint at Chainlink. Will these two blockchains be part of the global financial system? I know I'm keeping my XRP on my Ledger Nano. Don't know about the quantum resistant thing. Maybe I'll wait for a Ledger 589 before I do that. That's just my opinion, but I want to hear what you guys think. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video if you like the content I'm providing. I always love hearing your comments. See you in the next one, guys.